Hi there, I'm
Hey,
Brian.
brother. All right, cool, man. Pleasure, brother.
So, Mr. T, you have one of the most legendary careers in all of Hollywood. What was your top highlight?
My top highlight, well, next to God, is being invited to the White House.
Really?
Yes, in 1983, they invited me to the White House to meet the president. Not they, it was Nancy Reagan, because her program Just Say No to Drugs, right?
Yeah.
So here's how that happened. After I filmed Rocky 3, Rocky 3 came out 82. So now 83, I've been filming the 18 for a year.
Don't forget this year's show has two autograph areas. Hall A on level 1 and Hall G on level 2. Be sure to check the on-site signage, the app, or our socials for directions and updates.
Okay, yes. So we were filming the 18 for a year. So now we filming the 18, and everywhere we go, when we filming, always the kids come around. And I would tell them, be good, listen to your mother, stay away from drugs, don't hang with the wrong crowd. So I would tell everybody that that's who I am. Tell them. So I'm telling kids, and somehow or another, he got back to the White House. Then Nancy Reagan heard about it. She said, wow, Mr. T will be good for my Just Say No program. So she invited me to the White House, met her, met the president, and boom. So I was honored because what makes that so special? Because I grew up here in Chicago, South Side, Robert Taylor Projects, slums, the ghetto, food stamps, welfare. So that meant something for me to make it above that. So while I made it above that, I want to give hope to the people that's still going through that now. Let them know you don't have to rob nobody because you're on welfare. I was on welfare, living in the projects. We were poor. We was poor financially, but we was rich spiritually. I never broke in nobody's house. I never snatched a purse. I never stole a car. I stole candy bars when I was little, but I apologize for that. You know what I mean? That's as further as it went. That was the toughest crazy I ever went. But I didn't break in nobody's house. I didn't steal a car. I wasn't thuggerish. And so I loved my mother, and that what kept me straight to move out the ghetto. So that was my most moving moment. But other than that, I just wanted to be a good son to my mother. As a matter of fact, I told my mother, when I was 9 years old, I said, Mom, one of these days I'm gonna be big and strong. I'm gonna be a football player and a boxer. I'm gonna buy you a beautiful house, and I'm gonna buy you pretty dresses. And my mother, she hugged me. I was up to her hips, and she said, if that's the Lord's willing. So like I said I'm gonna buy you a house and pretty dresses, then I'm gonna be a good little boy. So that little boy grew up to be a decent human being, which is me. So that's who I am. So I take my mother with me everywhere I go. She's in my heart. I remember the things that I promised her and what she told me. She said, son, always pray. So that's what keeps me together.
That's beautiful. So, on Friday, I heard you got to throw the first pitch for the Cubs.
Wow. And let me tell you something. And I wanted to be honest with people, and they need to know. Even though I've done a lot of things, been met the president, did other stuff, dolls, cartoon, all that stuff, I was nervous because my hometown is the Cubs. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to throw out the first pitch. Here's the weird part about it. 16 years ago, I threw out the first pitch, 2010. So it's been 16 years since I threw a ball. And I want you to know, as an athlete, the arm ain't what it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I'm a little older now, I said, then I told him, I said, a month ago, I told him before I throw out the ball, I said, send me 3 balls I need to practice. So that's a full uniform. They gave me a glove. I wanted to get into it. So I practiced, and my arm was hurting. I was practicing. So, and then I was nervous. I said, boy, all the people here, man, I don't want to let them down. Not that, even though I didn't know I probably wouldn't throw a strike, but at least I can get, the angle here was get the ball over the plate. I said, make it the plate, and then it was still pressure on me, because after I threw the pitch out, now I got to sing the song. Take me out to the ball. I said, man, and then after that, after I throw the first pitch out, sing the song, then I had to hightail it here. You see what I mean? And so I had to bring the energy from the baseball game here. I couldn't come here and say, oh boy, y'all, fan baseball, I'm telling you, I'm tired. They don't want to hear that. So I asked God to give me strength. So God gave me the strength to be at Wrigley, to be joyous with the people there, to receive their encouragement, then come here, bring that same energy to the crowd here, which I did. So Friday was a tough day, but that's why they asked me, because I can do it. Then Saturday and day Sunday, I'm kind of sad to see the day end because I'm going to miss the fans. So I've been up for it. No fan came and say, wow, Mr. T, was tired. No, I lift these people. I want to be up for them. I want them to I want to make it a joyous occasion that they not just meet me, but other celebrities, So I've enjoyed what I do, and I look forward to it because I have opportunity to meet different fans and, and hear their stories, and they tell me what I meant to them. And that's encouraging to me because I didn't know these things. They said, Mr. T, when I was little, you did this here, you meant so much to me. Then I said, wow, thank you. And I just hug them and tell them I'll do my very best. And that's what Fan Expo means to me,
Yeah. If there's any piece of advice that you would give anyone, what would that be?
First, as a Christian, to believe in God, always pray, treat everybody right, don't hate nobody, that's the key in life. Go through life, don't hate nobody, don't carry grudges, just try to be a good person.
God bless you.
Bless you, man.
Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you all. All right now. Yes. Oh.